Hey everyone, and welcome to Future Ready Today, the Cedar Rapids Community School District podcast, where we walk you through all the important updates from this week's newsletter, so you can stay informed and ready for what's ahead. I'm Isabel.
And I'm Justin, and we're mid-August, which means the countdown is really on. We're talking days, not weeks, until the first day of school.
That's right, and whether you're a brand new family to CRCSD or you've been with us for years, there's a lot to know as we kick off the 2025-2026 school year.
We're going to go through each week, big topics for each newsletter so that if you didn't have a chance to read it yet, no worries, we've got you covered. Even if you did read it, we'll break it down in a way that makes it a little easier to digest.
Let's start with a quick welcome from our superintendent, Dr. Grover. She's excited to have students and staff back in our buildings and ready for another year of learning, connection, and growth.
And speaking of back, the first day for K-12 students is Tuesday, August 26th.
Now, preschool families, your first day is a little later. That is Tuesday, September 2nd.
Now, back to August 26th will also be an early release day for all schools. So here's the rundown. Elementary schools will dismiss at 2:20 p.m. and both middle and high schools will dismiss at 1:20 p.m.
It's the perfect way to ease into that school year routine. Kids get a little taste of the day, teachers get to set the tone, and everyone can still get home a bit early.
Hey, Isabel, a fun fact. How many early release days are on the calendar?
I don't know.
2. The first day of school and the last day of school. Look, we're already learning for this school year.
Starting off strong.
All right, moving ahead. Now, if you're like me, the first day always sneaks up on you a little faster than you think. That's why the district put together a quick back-to-school checklist.
First up, annual verification.
It's a big word, Isabel.
It is. This one is huge. Thanks to those of you who have already completed this. If you haven't, please log in to Infinite Campus Parent Portal and make sure all your students' information is up to date. That covers things like emergency contacts, health information, and permissions.
Next up is immunizations. This is a state requirement. Make sure your child's vaccinations are current and your records turned in. Or make sure that your documentation of a valid certification of immunizations exemption is on file with a school nurse before the first day of school.
You'll also want to check your school's back-to-school open house schedule. This is such a great way to meet teachers, drop off the school supplies, and get your child familiar with their classroom before the big day.
And speaking of supplies, double-check your school supply list. Elementary and middle school supply lists are on our website. High school students, you've done this a bit before, so get your supplies that you need to be successful for the year, and you don't want to be scrambling for that last-minute folder or glue stick at 9 p.m. the day before school starts.
No, thank you. Getting all these done now will help your child walk in on day one feeling confident, prepared, and ready to learn instead of stressed or distracted.
All right, let's talk about one of the bigger changes this year, the student use of personal electronic devices policy.
Yep, this one's a district-wide update to comply with Iowa's new House File 782 law, and it's all about minimizing distractions so students can stay engaged in class.
So here's what it means. Students won't be allowed to use personal devices during the school day. That includes cell phones, smartwatches, earbuds, smart glasses, media players, and gaming devices.
For middle and high school, that school day window is 7:50 a.m. to 2:50 p.m. For elementary, it's 8:50 a.m. to 3:50 p.m. And just a heads up, breakfast time is included in that no device period.
All devices will need to be silenced or turned off and stored out of sight. So no having your phone on your desk just in case. It must be stored and put away.
If you haven't yet, definitely take a look at the full policy online. It lays out expectations, enforcement, and what families can expect if a device is used during the restricted times.
And also there's a form online too that you can also submit possible exceptions that are there as
Yes.
well. Next up, the student attendance policy has been changed for the 25-26 school year, and that aligns with Iowa Code Senate File 2435.
The goal here is to improve communication, reduce chronic absenteeism, and keep students on track academically.
One key change, students now have up to 5 medical or illness-related absences per school year without needing a doctor's note. Starting with the 6th absence, you will need to provide a note within 48 hours to have it excused.
Also, the way attendance notifications are being sent is changing. Instead of certified letters in the mail, these will now be sent digitally through Infinite Campus. Another reason to make sure your information is updated.
And if absenteeism reaches 20%, families will be contacted by phone, text, and or email. A digital letter will go out, and the case will possibly be referred to the county attorney for review and possible legal action.
It's a serious shift, but the idea is to keep the lines of communication open early and work together to make sure students are in class and learning.
Bottom line, communicate with your school. That would be good.
Please and thank you.
And we'll work together. Here we go. Moving on, updated behavior policy. Speaking of updates, we are taking a stronger stance on physical aggression in secondary schools, and that's grades 6 through 12.
From now on, any incidents of physical aggression will come with clear, consistent consequences. At the same time, students will be getting support through individualized plans to help them learn better conflict resolution skills.
We're also expanding social, emotional, and behavior health services. Every school will now have a dedicated social, emotional, and behavior health, or SEBH, intervention specialist.
Hard
Spit it out,
words,
Justin.
hard words. And we're launching therapeutic classrooms. These will offer short-term, intensive support for students dealing with significant emotional or behavioral challenges.
It all comes back to that whole child approach, high expectations paired with consistent, dignified, and caring support.
All right, now keeping families with the whole child approach, let's talk food, because this is good news for a lot of families. For the 25-26 school year, 26 of our 31 schools qualify for the Community Eligibility Provision Program.
That means every student at those schools will get breakfast and lunch at no cost.
If your school is on that list, you'll want to complete the educational benefits form and the release agreements through annual verification. That's how you qualify for other benefits beyond the meals.
Now, if your school isn't in the CEP program, the 5 that aren't are Maple Grove, Pierce, Viola Gibson Elementaries, Taft Middle School, and Kennedy High School. You can still apply for free and reduced meals, but just visit cedarrapids.familyportal.cloud to apply.
For the 5 schools Justin shared, these are non-CEP schools. Meal prices are: breakfast is $2.45 for both elementary and secondary students. Lunch is $3.40 for elementary, $3.50 for secondary, and $5 for adults.
Menus are available online through NutriSlice on the Cedar Rapids Community School District website, so you can plan ahead for the week.
Whew, that's a lot of updates, but it's all stuff that will make the start of the school year smoother for everyone.
And remember, you can always go back and read the full newsletter or check the CRCSD website for links, forms, and policy details.
That's it for this week's episode of Future Ready Today.
We'll be back next week with more CR Schools updates to keep you connected and prepared.
Until then, enjoy the rest of your summer, and we will see you on August 26th.
Thank you.